We actually love each other. He's like one of my...
They called her the Queen of Motown, the boss, the voice that defined an era. But even legends carry secrets. For decades, whispers surrounded Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, whispers of mentorship, friendship, even love. Now, at 81 years old, Diana Ross has finally spoken out, revealing the truth about her bond with the King of Pop. It's a truth that reshapes how we see not just their relationship, but the history of pop music itself. To understand it, we have to go back to a Detroit studio in the late 1960s, where a star was about to meet a boy who would change the world. Motown, 1969. The first encounter. Motown Records was the beating heart of American music. Berry Gordy's vision turned young black artists into global icons, and at the center of it all was Diana Ross, Motown's brightest star. At the same time, a family band from Gary, Indiana was fighting for their big break. Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and their 10-year-old brother Michael, the Jackson 5. They had raw talent, but they needed a champion. That champion was Diana Ross. When Motown introduced the Jackson 5 to the world, Diana was front and center. She personally presented them in interviews, on stage, and on TV specials. To millions of viewers, she wasn't just endorsing them, she was declaring, "These are my boys. Believe in them, because I do." Michael never forgot it. For him, Diana was more than a superstar. She was proof that dreams could come true. Mentor and protege. Behind the scenes, Diana Ross stepped into a deeper role. She didn't just promote the Jackson 5, she took Michael under her wing. She taught him how to hold a microphone with confidence, how to own a stage, how to command an audience with presence rather than volume. Michael was a quick learner. He mirrored her poise, her grace, her ability to turn performance into art, and soon, people noticed the similarities, the way Michael carried himself, the subtle movements, even the soft-spoken charm in interviews. But mentorship wasn't all they shared. Those close to Motown remember seeing Michael at Diana's house, soaking up advice, basking in her attention. To a boy from a crowded home, Diana's world was glamorous, controlled, safe. To Diana, Michael was brilliant, but fragile, a child who needed guidance and maybe protection. Still, the closeness sparked rumors. Some whispered that Michael was infatuated with her. Others hinted the connection went beyond admiration. Neither of them confirmed it, and for decades, the truth remained a mystery. The grown king of pop. As the years passed, Michael grew from Motown's child prodigy into the king of pop. But even as he broke records and built his own empire, he never stopped referencing Diana. In interviews, he called her his inspiration, his first great influence. He admitted openly that she was his first crush. Fans even speculated he modeled parts of his adult persona, the hair, the elegance, the soft-spoken mystique, after her. For Diana, watching Michael soar must have been bittersweet. She had helped shape him, but now he was larger than life, dealing with pressures even she had never known. And still, their bond endured.
Are you a virgin? How could you want to know? I want to know. I'm a gentleman.
2009, Michael's will. When Michael Jackson died in 2009, the world was stunned. The memorials, the tributes, the grief, it felt endless. But when the details of his will were revealed, Catherine Jackson, as the guardian of his 3 children. But if Catherine couldn't fulfill that duty, the next in line was not a sibling, not a brother, not even a close male friend. It was Diana Ross. The question echoed everywhere. Why Diana? For years, she gave no answer. She avoided interviews, stayed out of the family drama, and let the mystery linger. But fans kept wondering, what did she mean to Michael, and what did he mean to her? Diana speaks at 81. Now, at 81 years old, Diana Ross has broken her silence. In a rare conversation, she revealed the depth of their connection. She said Michael wasn't just a friend or a protege. He was family, a chosen family, someone who leaned on her in private when the cameras weren't rolling, someone who trusted her with his fears, his doubts, and his dreams. Diana admitted there were moments when people around them didn't understand. Their closeness caused tension, even jealousy. But to her, it was simple. Michael needed a safe space, and she gave it. Her exact words, "Michael wasn't just a friend. He was my child, my brother, and sometimes even my protector. We saved each other in ways no one saw." It was the clearest picture yet of a bond the public could only guess at. The rumors and the truth. For years, tabloids had feasted on speculation. They claimed Michael once proposed to Diana. They replayed his confessions of love, calling her his first crush. Some even suggested they had a secret romance. When asked directly, Diana didn't confirm, but she didn't deny it either. Instead, she smiled softly and said, "Michael loved with his whole heart. And yes, I was one of the people he loved. I'll leave it at that." It was a statement designed to keep the mystery alive. Fans were left to interpret. Was she protecting him, protecting herself, or simply acknowledging a love that didn't need labels? Why she was in the will. When pressed about Michael naming her guardian of his children, Diana finally explained, "Michael knew I would protect his children like my own. He saw me as family. Not the kind of family you're born into, the kind you choose. That's why he trusted me." It was less about legal responsibility and more about trust. Michael knew Diana represented safety, continuity, and loyalty. In a world where he trusted almost no one, he trusted her. The backlash. But Diana's late revelations haven't come without criticism. Some fans ask, why now? Why wait until 81 to speak? Why stay silent when Michael was alive and facing his darkest battles? Others argue she's rewriting history to protect her legacy. After all, Diana Ross's career has always been about image and control. Did speaking out now serve Michael's memory or her own reputation? The debate is fierce, and it raises uncomfortable questions about loyalty, timing, and truth. The final reflection. In telling her story, Diana Ross has painted a portrait of Michael Jackson that is rarely seen. Not the superstar, not the scandal, not the myth, but the boy who needed love and the man who trusted her above almost anyone else. Her confession at 81 reframes their story. It wasn't just mentorship. It wasn't just friendship. It wasn't just a crush. It was something unique, something only they could define. And now, decades later, Diana has finally shared her truth. Closing cliffhanger. But here's the question fans are left asking. Was this really Diana's truth? Or was it one last performance from the boss, carefully crafted to control the narrative even in her final years? At 81, has Diana Ross freed herself from silence? Or has she rewritten the story of Michael Jackson to make sure she remains at the center of it? The truth, as always, lies somewhere between the spotlight and the shadows. And for fans, the mystery of Diana Ross and Michael Jackson may never truly be over.